I am going to put a link below in case somebody wants to read this bill. So y'all go click on it if you're so inclined and see what it says. Good morning, Internet. I use that tagline because there's an EV person out there. I used to watch her videos. But too many of them were too political. And I'm a very political person. But if I wanted, if I want Trump bashing, there's plenty of places to get it. I don't need her Facebook page, her YouTube page for that. I wanted EV information. And I figure most of you are the same. You want to know about electric vehicles. Most of you probably don't care if I vote Republican, Democrat, or whatever. And after today, though, you may know, because we're going to discuss politics because we have to. This is my home in Paragould, Arkansas. I was raised in Jonesboro. I moved here in 1990 when I met my future wife. 30 miles, we're about 30 miles from Jonesboro. A little less, actually. But anyway, sad news coming out of Arkansas. We're just on the verge of being what I would call the EV-hating state. I made this logo as soon as I heard they were considering this legislation, and I think it's going to pass. I'm almost certain. It flew through the House. It wasn't even close. And I'm sure the Senate's going to do the same. It raises the gas tax. I tried reading the bill, and when it comes to the gas tax part, I'm just too dumb to read it. I've never heard so much gobbledygook in all my life. Only a seasoned lawyer could understand what in the hell they're saying about the gas tax. From what I understand, they're going to raise it 3 cents a year to 21.6 cents a gallon in Arkansas. Then the federal on top of that. And from what I understand, it's going to automatically increase, or could automatically increase every year. I wanted to look into it and see, but like I said, way too dumb to understand what in the hell they're saying. Only politicians and lawyers can make something so confusing you have no idea what it says. So if you're smarter than me, you can look it up. It's Arkansas Bill SB 336. You can Google it and find it easy enough. And if you're smarter than me, which is about 95% of you, maybe you can make some sense of it. But the part about the electric vehicles and hybrids, that's everyday language that even a dumb person like me can understand. It's pretty black and white. And until I read the bill, I thought that the EV registration, they were going to charge EV owners 8 times what they charge ICE vehicle owners every year for the registration. Wrong! It's actually 9 times. Because the fee in Arkansas for your ICE vehicle is $25 a year. And they're going to raise the EV owner's registration to $225 a year. Now, I thought it was $200, which would be an extra $175. No! It says in the bill, $200, and Part B says, on top of any other registration we're going to stick you with. Because we're a bunch of money-grubbing bastards here in Little Rock. So anyway, $200. Now let's run the numbers. They say, well, you don't pay your fair share of gas tax. Okay, I'll give them that. I will give them that. I drive an average about 6,000 miles a year on my EV. Well, I don't even have a pure EV anymore, but I did till a few months ago. Now I think it's going to be considered a hybrid, but I'm not sure. It's a Chevy Volt, 2015. But let's say I still have my EV. Be 6,000 miles a year. That's about what I drive. Okay. Now my last electric car was a Spark EV. Okay? It got about 35 miles to the gallon if I had the gas equivalent. So 6,000 divided by 35, that's 171 gallons of gas in a year. The Arkansas gas tax, I think, is going up to 21.6 cents a gallon. I think. Times 0.216. Okay, $37 a year. $37 a year would be a fair rate for me. And I would not complain about that. That's fair. That's fair. Even though most EV owners disagree with me. EV owners don't think they should have to pay anything. And that's a valid opinion. Everybody's opinion is fine. I don't care. We'll just disagree on that. I think it is fair that EV owners to pay for the gas tax they don't use. I'd rather they not, and I wouldn't if I were serving in Little Rock, if I were representing the people. I'd say no, there's not enough EVs to worry about at the moment. We'll worry about that in the future, especially in Arkansas. What are there? 6 electric vehicles in Arkansas? I really don't know. But I live in a town of about 29,000. I know of me and one other person. They have a Tesla, a doctor. in Jonesboro, I've seen 2 votes in the wild, and I've never... Oh, yeah, this is a Tesla, a different Tesla last week. So, I've seen 2 Teslas. Jonesboro has about 80,000 people. I've seen Jonesboro and Prairie Gold, combine them together, you're talking about 110,000 people population. I've seen 2 Teslas, and I've seen 2 votes besides mine in the last ever 50 years, whatever. That's all I've ever seen. So they're not around here. But anyway, if I were serving, it's not enough to worry about now. I would say, look, let's look at this in the future when we actually have some EV owners here. I think they should be promoting electric vehicles myself. Not subsidizing them, but just encouraging people to own them. Anyway, $37 would be a fair amount. Let's look at what they want to charge me. $200 freaking dollars divided by 0.216 cents a gallon of gas. They want me to pay the tax, the Arkansas tax, on 925 gallons of fuel every freaking year. That's what they want to do. Let's go back to the Chevy Spark gas equivalent. Times 35 miles to the gallon. I could drive that car 32,000 miles a year on Arkansas roads. Because if I go on a trip, like you can go on a trip on a Spark EV, but if I were to go on a trip, then that wouldn't count because we went on a trip to St. Louis this last week. We bought gas in Missouri. Well, Arkansas didn't get any of that. So Arkansas is saying I'm going to drive 32,000 miles, or an EV owner is going to drive 32,000 miles on Arkansas roads per year. Horse hockey. That is about the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. It's just a money grab is all it is from us few EV owners, because they know there's not enough of us to get mad to make a lick of difference at the polls. So they can do whatever the hell they want to do when it comes to EV owners, because there aren't very many of them. Alright, let's go back to the calculator. Let's try this again. Okay, you only pay $200 divided by 0.216. 925 gallons, might as well say 926 gallons of gas, so it's 925.9. So 926 gallons of gas. Let's say I got a gas guzzling truck that gets 16 miles to the gallon in town. Even on that, 14,000 miles a year. Little Rock, kiss my butt. Man, this is just really irritating. You know, this is why I hate to see government in session. Arkansas legislators used to meet every other year, but the voters in their infinite wisdom decided to allow them to meet every year. And they have done some good things. They have. Since this is a non-political channel, I won't point to those good things, but they did something I really liked a couple weeks ago. But they also do things I hate. Anytime government is in session, I worry about liberty. I worry about freedom. I worry about fairness. Because government in its natural state just grows and grows and grows and grows. And government is never asked to do with less. Ever. The people are always asked to do with the less. They're asking EV owners to do with a lot less. If you have an ICE vehicle, you can pay for your registration in 2019 through 2028 for what it costs an EV owner to pay through 2020. Now if you have a hybrid, it's $100 a year. And that's ridiculous too. And my Chevy Volt, I think, will be classified as a hybrid. You know, the bottom line is, Arkansas, Little Rock, is full of crap. They don't care. For a southern state, our taxes are too high. You know, southern states are known one thing for low taxes. Yeah, not in Arkansas. I guarantee you, the people in Little Rock are not looking to save money. No, As a matter of fact, you know why they want this? They say our roads need improving. You know, that's why they want to raise the gas tax and why they want to raise the EV and hybrid and make them pay extra. But our DOT, Department of Transportation, the people who fix the roads, they donated $1 million to the University of Arkansas. They donated $1 million to University of Arkansas, I think it was last year. But $1 million bucks. If they're so desperate for money, they should have kept that $1 million. I mean, University of Arkansas, a non-profit school, yeah, whatever. Whatever. They're a non-profit for-profit, believe me. Anyway, boy, I got going, didn't I? I got to ranting and raving. I can't help it. I don't. Anyway, if you want to get screwed, if you want to own an electric vehicle and get screwed, come to Arkansas. And I know a lot of states are doing this. California does it. Other states does it. I have no idea if they screw their EV owners worse than Arkansas does or not. But by George, we're a southern state. We're supposed to be low taxes. You know, it's just very irritating. You know, and just gouging us. And I really doubt California charges their EV owners 9 times a year what they charge ICE owners, but I don't know. Maybe they do. Maybe they do. I have no idea. And I could look it up, but man, I'm never going to live in California. Y'all can look it up if you want to. You know what? And once again, I try not to talk politics on this channel. Sometimes it's hard not to because I'm a very political person. But there's plenty of places for you to go if you want to watch politics, you know. There you go. Appreciate y'all watching. Remember, chicks dig scars and electric cars. Most of them don't dig Arkansas. You know. Don't. Here's what you do. You've got some chickadee you like and you want to propose to her. Don't say, honey pot, you want to get married and move to Arkansas? Yeah, don't do that. She won't marry you. Alright, y'all have a great day and thanks for watching. So for now, goodbye from the EV hating state of Arkansas.